For 117, offered by Ms. Giffords of Arizona, Ms. Dahl-Kepper from Pennsylvania, and Mr. Grayson of Florida.
So I see you have some reinforcement here. I ask unanimous consent to dispense with the reading, and without objection, so ordered. I recognize the gentlelady for 5 minutes to explain her amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The underlining bill, H.R. 1145, establishes an interagency committee to coordinate federal water research and development and a national water research and assessment plan. Section 2, paragraph D of the bill directs participating federal agencies to work toward specific research outcomes under that plan. The amendment, Mr. Chairman, that we're offering today, myself along with my colleagues, Representative Grayson and Representative Dahl-Kemper, would expand and clarify the research goal of developing new technologies to enhance reliable water supply. The amendment would clarify that this goal also encompasses water reuse and pollution prevention. In addition, the amendment would add a new provision to the list of research goals. It would direct participating federal agencies to develop innovative technologies and tools to enhance water quality, including advanced water treatment and water purification technologies. Mr. Chairman, as you well know, I come from a very arid corner of the world. In the deserts of southern Arizona, water is scarce, and we know that we can never take it for granted. But in recent years, this realization has also hit home with many other regions of our country as well, as drought conditions and aquifer depletion have struck in regions unaccustomed to such developments. As a result, Americans all across our nation now realize as never before that we must take every drop of water into account. This amendment would ensure that we do exactly that. It would direct the federal water research efforts to include efforts to expand supply and enhance quality. The goal of both of these provisions is to ensure that we develop the technologies we need to take advantage of every source of water available to us. This amendment, Mr. Chair, comes from the testimony of two expert witnesses that came before this committee on March 4th, Ms. Nancy Stoner of the Natural Resource Defense Council, also Ms. Christine Firstos of the Water and Process Technologies Division at GE. Both witnesses recommended including advanced water treatment, pollution prevention, and water reuse technologies in the scope of the bill. This amendment incorporates the common sense recommendations of these two expert witnesses to ensure that water supply and quality are fully addressed, and I urge my colleagues to support this amendment. I yield back.
Is there any further discussion on the amendment?
I'd like to be recognized.
Ms. Dahl-Kemper is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As Representative Giffords talked about, this amendment is something that Representative Grayson and myself are supporting also. And I come from the Great Lakes area where we have plentiful water, but we all know that water is critical for households as well as for commerce, and we share a common goal, no matter where we are in this country, that our water resources be both abundant and of high quality. However, the likelihood of either of those requirements being met is jeopardized without the nationwide water planning that this bill contemplates. I'm not only pleased to sponsor this legislation, but I'm also pleased to join with Representatives Giffords and Grayson to offer an amendment to the bill which advocates development of technologies for water treatment